My name is Sasha Velour. This is the set of our new play, Velour, a Drag Spectacular, co-created by me and Moises Kaufman, that tells the story of the life of a drag queen and the grand history of drag. Drag is really about heightening and a kind of camp quality where you give it your full intention and you make it real, but there's nothing real or practical about it. There's something kind of fearless about doing drag. You stop maybe caring about how others are going to react to you and follow your instincts about what feels right. And that leads us to stand up for things and up against voices of authority that maybe are pushing back. So I think a lot of political ideas have gotten their start in spaces around drag. So with everything I do, I need to be conscious. I try to be, but we also have to be, about clearing up misinformation with truth. Like, this is about giving people consent over their own bodies and decision-making power over how they live their lives. And nothing could be further from the way that we're so typically presented. I think that's why drag feels so political still. It's because being visibly queer, just being different looking in this world, like, sometimes politicizes you against your will, and you get wrapped up into these political conversations, when in reality, we're making art, we're having fun, we're entertaining people. So the process for me has been all about just trying to execute drag in a way that is more artistic and well thought out and carefully planned than ever before, but also completely true to all the things that drag is. When it comes to the actual art of the lip sync, it's a good thing that even though I have a microphone, that they turn it off, because I'm not a quiet lip syncer. I am growling and breathing and whispering incantations along with the song, and I feel like that keeps it looking, hopefully, ferocious on stage. And lip syncing is a strange art form. It's like, why aren't you singing? I think in the embodying of pop cultural references and remixing and changing the meaning of things by embodying them in new ways, there is artistic merit to be found. We're at an interesting time in drag's role in culture. For a lot of us, we're still trying to make a case that drag is a part of theater and is an art form that everyone can find themselves in and find entertainment in. Even though it kind of grew out of the queer underground, I think there's a message of self-determination and radical freedom that speaks to each and every person in the world. But the idea of drag, it's like a party that we create to give ourselves permission to be who we are, with video projection, lip sync performance, amazing costumes, and reveals of all varieties. I love creating a complex puzzle to perform in. I feel like that's what a drag costume involves. It's padding and corseting and exaggerating and diminishing. I feel like the set and the whole play should be just like that. These houses that explode and transform and are basically like drag queens themselves now. I feel like I invented a style of performing drag with video projections, all because my dive bar beginnings in drag didn't have a proper spotlight, so I started using the projector to light my face, and then I was like, oh, and then I can change what it does and animate it as well. I always have things I want to fix. The drag makeover never stops. So we're gonna try to do another run of this somewhere in the next year.